So, what makes marketing in the HVAC space specifically different from other trades or other
I mean, I
industries?
use this answer a lot, and I actually learned this when I joined many years ago. So even from my father, and it still rings true today. So maybe I sound like a broken record if anybody's heard me on a podcast before, but it still rings true. HVAC is a very undertaker industry. Nobody is passionate about what we do and what we service until it's broken. And so it's not the same as a lot of industries. It's not the same as hospitality. It's not the same as hunting or fishing. Things that people actually spend time researching or making Pinterest pages about or planning ahead of time for or doing a savings account for. Even home improvement is sexier than HVAC. And so it gets into the point where people assume that all marketing tactics will work for us. And it's not true. It's a very misconceiving thing. I mean, I will go as far as saying that blogs, in some cases, I've seen absolute garbage from because it is one of the things where people are not following stuff. Even for content creation, it's really hard to lock down, you know, how to make people passionate about what you do and dragging them into our sandbox of, hey, you need to be following posts on HVAC all the time and you need to know about air quality and stuff. And yeah, there is a certain area of people that are fascinated about that at a point in time. I will say your older demographic gets a little bit more interested in that. And of course, they have expendable income that allows them to be passionate about their air quality and what type of energy savings they're going to get and what cool systems they can buy. But you also have your largest collection of homeowners right now in the world, which is your 30-year-olds, and they don't care. I mean, I would rather, and I'm saying this from my own self, I would rather, save money for my next adventure and my trip to Greece, maybe, rather than have to pay for a brand new HVAC unit. And I'm not probably doing my due diligence and I'm not saving for it. So, a lot of the times, the big mistakes and a lot of differences that I see that people always make is they assume that everything that works for one industry is going to work for another. And I see that on Facebook, we make that mistake all the time on things like what we're doing with our content, how we're marketing ourselves, and how we're shoving it down people's throats with the same offers over and over again. And yet we're removing the people out of it. I see people constantly keep pictures of equipment. We spend so much time selling the plane and we're not focusing on the destination. And the real truth of it is we sell comfort. HVAC is a hugely recession proof and lucrative industry because people cannot live without it. It is one of the things that makes it possible for us to live in places like Phoenix and Texas. It is the ability to have large industry. It's the ability to have healthcare the way we have it. And yet the thing is people don't think about it all the time. And so we have to spend our time making the message to sell comfort. We sell comfort. We don't just sell equipment.